Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this Wednesday bonus video, it's another edition of What's Happening Wednesday. Now for those of you not sure what this basically is just an ideal opportunity for me to bring together my YouTube channel and my Instagram, which is called Toys_R Us, and it enables me to answer any questions and honestly sometimes, correct myself if I made any mistakes in any videos. Luckily not this time, I haven't, but also, yeah, just tie the two together, give you some feedback, answer some of the questions that viewers and followers have left me, and of course I can give you updates and everything of what's coming up with the channel. This one's a little bit special because I've got an unboxing of a birthday present for myself to do in a bit. So first and foremost, I want to of course thank everybody for their lovely messages on Instagram. Some people have left messages as comments as well, starting since last week as well on these videos, so thank you very much to everybody for that. Yeah, I was again overwhelmed by everybody, so thank you very much. And of course on Facebook, where I'm constantly posting my videos and different groups, so thank you to everybody who's left me a message regarding to that. On the same note, while I'm doing some thank yous, I want to also thank Patriot Primes. I was obviously on, for those of you who don't know, in fact I was on his sit rep show, which is where he gave me basically an interview, asked me a few questions. It was very ridiculously late, or ridiculously early Monday morning in the UK, and it was still quite late in the US, 9 p.m. I believe over there. So thanks to everybody who watched that and who tuned in, and maybe I've got a few new subscribers now who are listening to this because of it, so thank you very much for listening and for watching. So thank you for that. Again, I'm going to quickly show you this now because well, I'm obviously wearing a new birthday top there, which is an Optimus Prime one. It's a long sleeve one for a change because it's all of a sudden gone quite cold in the UK, loads of rain and everything again, it's ridiculous. And I've got a birthday card to show you. This is from my little boy, this is from Toys O Bot, little Riley Humphries. It's Optimus Prime, and it says one shall stand, one shall fall. Boom, a bit like he does in his videos, boom, or ta-da, there is Optimus Prime in a lovely fold out poster. And this gives me an idea as well, because of course with the fact of how long I've sort of been collecting Transformers over the years, I've acquired quite a few, some really cool birthday cards to be fair. So although it won't really have much, it won't be really on point or on topic, I'm going to show a different birthday card each week, as well as the posters as well. So, because I've got some really cool ones from some people, some really nice ones. And of course, as I've just said, that segues straight into this as well. So we're going to have a look at, and this was briefly seen on this Skyquake video, but I've asked if I can show it again in a bit more detail, so I'm going to do exactly that. So this is a vintage flyer stroke catalogue stroke, it's not a checklist because there's not one on there, but it's basically that of the figures that came, well this came with Skyquake, and this is the figures that were there. So if we have a look there, we have the Predator jets, there they all are, Snare, Falcon, Talon, etc. They were the Decepticons. And then we've got Stalker there, he's pretty much about center of the screen right now. And then above that we've got the Turbo Masters, Flash, Boss, etc. And of course Rotostorm. Now Rotostorm's probably a lot more known because obviously he's had a Generation Select figure of him quite recently, and again I love that figure, I love the colouring, it's brilliant. If we move over, we've got Thunderclash, and then of course underneath is Skyquake. And yeah, some of these were European, Australasian exclusives, Canadian exclusives, but a lot of them didn't make US shores, so that's why I think somebody's asked me to show in a bit more detail. The Constructicons yellow were initially exclusives, but then of course they were just released wholesale everywhere as Generation 2 yellow Constructicons. But then these guys at the bottom, they're a bit strange as well. These were just known as Rescue Force, and I've done a video on these, but I think I'll update it, to be honest, because they don't really have names. As stupid as it sounds, they are, and for those of you who know Transformers and maybe the Japanese ones, you'll be thinking they look familiar, and that is basically 4 members of Lyokaiser there. And obviously Lyokaiser needed 6 members, and he needed to combine. These don't combine, and they are just called like Rescue Drill, Rescue Jet, Rescue Tank. I think the other one may be Rescue Car, but that's quite a strange story along say the Transformers, because I've never known a character not to have a name apart from them. So there you go, that was for somebody who requested to see that in quite a bit more detail. That's all done, lovely. I also wanted to just show you this just because I thought it was interesting, and I showed on the Devastator video, I showed that this was 15,000 lira, obviously, which was the Italian currency before the euro. and I'd never, I obviously can't find a current up-to-date value of what that would be, because obviously that currency is not, yeah, it's been out. When did the euro come? I think it was about 2003, something like that for the euro. So I can't find anything. But the reason why, and this probably sounds like, what's he going on about? But the reason why I'm going on about this is because on the Japanese one, there is a price on here as well. And this says 930 yen. And I think it's just interesting. Like, I do get asked a few questions like, what's the prices, what's the value, etc. And 930 yen, according to Google currency converted this morning, is about $8.50. And it's about £6 British. So I just think that's interesting, because obviously this would be like, what? It's definitely not a deluxe size figure. It would be classed as maybe a Legends, and that's still, as I say, probably a lot cheaper than what a Legends figure is in the UK anyway. I'm not too sure about the US, but yeah, so back in the day, this was the equivalent of $8.50 and 16, but I suppose with inflation now, it's definitely about right, isn't it? Which is, there you go. So I just thought you might find that interesting. And it's also going to segue into this particular box art on here. I was asked by a subscriber, and yeah, he's a really nice subscriber. He's brilliant for commenting, brilliant for feedback, etc. And he literally asked, he said, with regards to that box art, did the US version, did they just crop out Devastator, or was it the other way around? I've got this book. It's on my channel if you want to have a look at it, or if you want to get it yourself, because it's phenomenal. It's one of the best books I've ever seen. It's called Legacy, and it is literally the art of Transformers packaging. And this book is brilliant, and I am going to update it, to be fair, my video that is, because I've done it portrait, not landscape. But this is what he's referring to. So if we look there, that is the familiar box art that we all know from 1985, and it even says it just above it. There is Grimlock biting an Insecticon with infamous red tracks, and a few of the other characters going around. So this was the Hasbro back box variant that we saw loads of times. Again, pretty much all the 1985 packages. However, in Japan, and I know that's Italy as well, but Italy was, Gig was licensed by Takara, so they used all their stuff, same little boxes, same pictures of everything. And I've mentioned this a few times, but this is my favourite back box art ever. But now you can clearly see that it is a separate piece of artwork completely. So yeah, they've got the same idea. They're fighting above the earth. You've got the Dinobots. I don't want to pull it out too much in case I pull the pages out, but there is Devastator. He's not cropped on, he's drawn there. You've got Blitzwing, you've got far more Dinobots. I can't even see where Shockwave is on that, and honestly, you've still got the infamous red tracks. But yeah, it's a totally different piece of artwork. And if you, again, I might as well show you a few pages of this. I will be doing a much better updated video on it, or you can check the video out that's already on my channel. It's brilliant. It's all the box arts. So it's literally that. It's got all the box arts right through from Generation 1. There we go, and on to the Target Masters, into the Pretenders, into the Micromasters, Action Masters even, unfortunately. And then, yeah, onto the Japanese exclusives. It goes right through to Generation 2. It is absolutely stunning. It's such a good book. It's even got stuff that, I don't really talk about, but it's got Diaclone. So you've even got some old Diaclone pictures as well. It's brilliant. So if those of you want, I get asked loads of questions on guidebooks all the time. This one is Legacy, and yeah, Legacy guidebooks, sorry, there's a playlist on my channel, guidebooks, and yeah, that flies and stuff, so you can find things out with regarding that. Right then, let's get this present stroke open then, shall we? I think I've covered all that. I have definitely covered all that. Now I've got, and I have to say huge thank yous right now, and this is going to sound weird because I'm saying thank you to people who don't want to be named just yet. Yeah, because I've been out of work, obviously, for quite a bit. I've managed to get something here which we're going to have a look at in a second, but I've also managed to, and of course these people are amazing. I've got somebody in Italy, I've got somebody in Spain, and I've got someone in America, and they are incredibly kind people. They are literally holding on to things for me until I'm back in work, until I can raise some funds to get these things from them. So I have to thank them so much, and I'm very excited about the stuff that's coming in. Just, again, I'm human, same as everybody, can't just go and buy everything straight away. But when it's nice to have something to look forward to as well, isn't it? It's nice to, you know, go and earn some money to buy something, and, you know, have that sense of, yes, I've earned this, and I can't wait to get it. I can't wait to share it with you guys as well, but I haven't got the money yet. So it'll be coming soon, so that's all that really matters when I'm back in work. But what I did manage to get, and I've mentioned this, I haven't mentioned what it is, but I've mentioned that I went in, I was going to say collaborated, but it is collaborating, but it's more than that. We just went in together to buy some Japanese figures. So Andrew Rodwell, And I seem to be influencing. I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I always apologise to people if I influence them into the Japanese sort of figures, because they are quite hard to find, and you have to go on special Japanese websites and things like that. You can find some on eBay, but of course they'll hike the prices way up because they basically do all the hard work that you have to do yourself if you want to source and if you want to find them. So I managed to find him a train bot. Yeah, he was buzzing, and at the same time I managed to find myself this. And this is a Dino 4 stroke Dino King Monster Pretender. So for those of you who have no knowledge of Transformers Victory cartoon, you're looking at thinking, I have no idea what that is, and that's totally understandable because that's the only place you would have seen him. So this is a 1989 Japanese exclusive Dino Force figure, and that's the Victory artwork on the back. And what I'm going to do, I've seem to at the moment be doing Japanese figures on a Friday, and I think that seems to really work. So I'm going to be doing the full video of him on Friday, but I'm going to show you something now just quickly here with him. So there's the lovely collector's card on the inside of the flap. And if we open it up, and it's totally unused contents, by the way. And if it had been sealed, there's no way I'd have done this. There's a guy who's got a YouTube channel, and he's brilliant, by the way. His name's Magnum Prime. And I laugh because I'm laughing now talking about it. There's the sealed contents. Don't get me wrong, he probably wouldn't buy this and open it, but he's done a few videos where he's got some old vintage gold classic reissue figures, and he's just opened them for a video, and that I just laugh when I say that because I think it's amazing. And he's the other guy. He was so generous, and he gave my son that Groove figure, so I definitely feel that he deserves a mention. But yeah, this is completely, as you can see, unused contents. The weapon is still sellotaped in, the figure's sellotaped in. Look how old that is. The sellotape's gone brown. So yeah, I'll just give a quick little show you of this, because for those of you who don't know, I'll do a video properly on Friday. So this is, apart from the shells, a straight up redeco repaint of Monstructor, the mini Monster Pretenders, whereas these were the Dino Pretenders. So they were the Dino Force, and I probably shouldn't be doing this. I should at least practice off camera first, especially with my track record at the moment. Nope, here we go. Oh, there we go. So the back comes off, and then you can transform the little robot, and he fits inside the shell. So yeah, huge characters in the Victory cartoon. These were huge. I'll be doing a full video of him, probably doing a comparison as well, in honesty, to his Monstructor yeah, Hasbro release. So there is my little treat to myself. So thanks for even waiting for that. So let's tie this up a little bit, because I seem to be waffling a bit more today, maybe. So behind me we have Omega Supreme. He is going on tonight. I managed to do him. That was a special request for Autobot Dylan. He wants to know whether or not to get him. And again, I suppose I've got to take the opportunity to thank him as well, because I am guilty a lot of the times of being one of these collectors that he sat on here for about, whenever he came out. Was it nearly 2 years ago now, maybe? And I've never transformed him until I did the video, and he's an amazing figure. So Autobot Dylan, hope you enjoyed the video. It's going live tonight. I'm doing a couple of newer ones at the moment. You may have noticed this behind me. I was lucky enough to pick up this a few weeks ago. And this is the Takara, obviously, version of the new Refractor, but it's the Japanese exclusive, so they've gone with G1 style colours rather than just the standard ones, which were the cartoons which were there. So I'm going to be doing a video, hopefully in a minute, so I can get it ready for tomorrow night. But yeah, look at this. That's the box it comes in. Look how cool the packaging is. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a video on this ASAP, so it's ready for tomorrow night. The Friday night Japanese figure is obviously going to be the Dino King bot. I'm going to be doing some more collections things, and I'm slowly working through my list of everything that people sent me. I've got Snarler to do, I've got the Japanese leaders to do. And again, thank you everybody for this. This channel is for you guys. You're making it more and more fun each day. It's good, it's great. I'm really pleased again that you guys are enjoying it so much. And don't worry, even if I'm back at work, I do plan on continuing it as much as I can. And yeah, keep giving you the content. You give me things, you give me ideas to do, and I'll keep it coming, as well as the comics. The comics, again, there's certain few people who are enjoying them. I've got Atul who's watching them. I've got ST Photography who's loving them. So brilliant. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening to me waffle on for nearly 15 minutes. And of course, everybody, please take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.